Hi everyone, I'm back with a new digital art video, and again it's a Steven Universe drawing. Oh no! Yeah, I've been craving drawing PERIDOT for ages. She's definitely my favourite of the Homeworld sort of trio. And I really like the colour green. So I was really excited to draw her, and I've had such a busy full-on week with just business things, and I had a convention and booking October Expo, and everything was just a little bit crazy this week, so I haven't had time or chance to draw anything. And so I was looking forward to getting this drawn and just having a bit of fun with it, not focusing on anything that needs to be a print or printing anything or anything like that. It was really nice to just relax for once. And I got the extension for my Ergotron arm for the Cintiq, and it's so nice to actually be able to draw in my lap without bending over, like breaking my back and just generally getting shoulder and back pains from drawing, because I do get a lot of chronic shoulder and back pain from using the Cintiq. But no, it's nice to just sit back in my chair, like wow, it's crazy, it's so good. So I recommend it for anyone who has a Cintiq. It's really nice to just sit back and draw, to be quite honest. I want an armchair in my room now. I want a really comfy chair. But yeah, so I basically did the same method that I always do. This is a little bit simpler than something that I would normally do. This only took me an hour and a half. I sketched it out while I was waiting for my camera to finish copying over all the files, so I didn't get footage of me sketching it. I was also watching someone's live stream while I was sketching, so yeah, so I just went over my sketch with a cleaner line. Well, I wouldn't even call it line art, but it's as close to line art as I get right now. And then I go in, apply my flat colour, and then apply some coloured shading, or just basic colour depth to the flat shading, the flat colours, sorry. And then I merge it all. I tend to soften the colour of the line art. As you can see, I put a gradient over it, so it was more blue on one side, more yellowy on the other. And then I flatten it all, and it's all on one layer at this point. So then I just start eating into the line art. So I am going to still continue working on a tutorial that shows my method a bit more clearly with regarding to painting on a single layer, or just digital painting in general. So I should start work on that soon. It's really hard to get a tutorial done. Like my feather tutorial, it took me a long time to get together, and I feel like a digital painting tutorial will take a lot more effort and time. So yeah, so that's basically the rundown of how I approach digital painting anyway. So I do prefer to work on one layer entirely. It's so much more comfortable and a lot easier to just mix colours. So I mean, that's kind of the reason I've always wanted to try oil painting, but I can't oil paint in my house because of the birds and the fumes from the sort of the thinners, the paint thinners, the, you know, all the different mediums and stuff. So I finally, after sort of mentioning them to Bailey J, I was like, do you know what, I need to get some as well, like water mixable oils. I'd been eyeballing them at my old job. I used to work in an art shop, and I'd been eyeballing them for the longest time. And I was like, why haven't I done it? They must be rubbish. They must be so bad. Like, why doesn't everyone use them? And I finally bought some, and I haven't used them yet because I don't have time. But I just really want to try painting in the same way that I digitally paint. So I'm really excited to try that. I have like one tiny canvas board that I could use. I don't even know what I want to paint. It's not going to be for a while, probably not for the next few weeks at least. I'm not going to even attempt to do an oil painting, like what? Oh, I've never used oil paints in my life. So, but here I'm just shading in the neck a little bit here, and it was really fun to do skin that wasn't a sort of human skin colour. And to work with the greens and stuff, it was really nice to sort of just have a little bit more freedom with the colour. Like, I'm not saying you can't do this with like human skin colour, but with green skin it was a bit more fun to sort of push the lighting on it. I really enjoyed that. Something I should mention about my brush actually, I have it set to pen pressure with the opacity and the flow, which means that the harder I press, the more opaque my brush gets. And for the majority of this drawing, and for most of my drawings, I actually build up the painting with a 100% opaque brush, and I use the pressure capabilities of the pen, the graphics tablet, to actually bring out the blending more, if that makes sense. It's not until I have something that needs to be a lot smoother that I lower the opacity, and it's a little bit later on when I'm painting Peridot's legs. It always tends to be a little bit later on, and I'm getting a little bit sort of tired with the drawing, and I need a little bit more help with blending. I used to be really heavy-handed with the graphics tablet, and I think I had a lot to learn when I first got my Cintiq. I learned how to sort of develop it instead of just pressing really hard. Like, my old tablet has got like scratches in it, and it's got this like ridge inside where I was drawing the most. But obviously with the Cintiq I had to be super gentle, and I learned to sort of use the capabilities of the pen rather than just using Photoshop's built-in opacity tools. So yeah, I stuck with 100% opacity and just let the brush blend it, and also just relieve the pressure a bit, so that there's a little bit of a technique that I use. Yeah, so I love Peridot so much. She's such a nerd. I feel like all my favourite gems are the ones that I can relate to the most. There's little bits of me in like Pearl and Ruby and Peridot, and they're my favourites. But I had so much fun drawing her design. I think she's one of my favourite designs of the whole show, and she's just really, really cool. I know she's quite comic book villain, like really 90s cartoon character villain in aspects, but I really like that. I feel like she's such a Team Rocket. I can't wait to see more of her, to be honest. I really, really like her. Something that I was also going to mention, I thought about whilst I was drawing this, is that with painting on one layer you tend to go back over pieces that you've already finished, so you've got to be prepared to paint again and again and again. And so, for example, you can see that I'm cutting into her arm, and then there we go, I will paint back over the arm, and it makes a really nice edge. But it's super easy to do, and because you're on one layer, you don't have to worry about doing on the wrong layer and everything like that. But yeah, there's another little bit of a technique bit for you. If you noticed, I've still got a cold. Those of you that knew, I've still got a bit of a cold. It's just about wearing off now. I feel a little bit better, which is why I've actually recorded something. But yeah, so I should be getting a vlog edited, and with regards to my vlogs, I feel like I can commit more to fortnightly rather than weekly. It's too difficult for me right now to do weekly vlogs, which is a shame, I know, but I really don't do much other than work on other people's prints. So if something exciting happens, like a convention, then yeah, it could be more frequent, or I'll do a dedicated vlog just for the convention. Speaking of which, my next convention is October Expo, so any of you coming, I will mention it close to the time, but I'm so excited to go, like October the 23rd, 24th, 25th. I'm super excited. I can't wait for October now. And it's the week after my birthday. So my birthday's October the 18th, and I get to go to October Expo the week after, and I'm so excited. And I've already booked a table, but whether I'll be booking a booth, I don't know yet. I might have both, but I'm not sure yet. But we will see. I'm sure you'll hear all about it if you follow me on Twitter or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say with this drawing. I had a lot of problems with her face, and I don't know why. It was the first time ever I had to actually enlarge her features. Normally I draw eyes too big and mouths too big, and I had to actually like enlarge her eyes and mouth. Like, what's going on? I don't even understand. And you can see the white line around her is where I don't use the eraser. I use the background as an eraser. And I feel like that keeps the painterly look a bit more, but obviously I had to erase it to do a bit of a colour. I was intending to just leave her on white, but I felt like she needed something just sitting in the back just to help with the light on her. But I ended up changing it to purple anyway, and I think it changes in a second because I lift up my Cintiq and I start using my mouse to do any sort of like final work on it, because I can't be bothered doing that with a pen. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing to me and let me know what you'd like to see in terms of future videos. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.